Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. How are you? I hope you will fine. I'm your science teacher from Ismailia Youth Services School. Now, my topic is class 4. My topic is the human body. On the next slide, you are observing there is a toy car. This toy car has a different parts just like a headlight, wheel, handle, window, brake glasses, and so on. These parts perform the different type of the function. Just like the seats of a car, seat used for the sitting, steering used for the changing the direction to the wheel, and headlights helpful for the driver to see the road and other traffic at night. Now, seeing these parts, when they assemble together, they make a car. Okay. The human body is also the wonderful machine in the world. It has so many parts. It has so many parts. The human body is made up of many different parts, just like a brain, blood, bone, lungs. What are all these parts of the human body made of? These all body parts are made by the cells. Cells are the building unit of a living thing, and you can see the picture of the blood cells in right side. And here is the bone cells also. In the center of these cells, there is the picture of the wall. Wall is made by the bricks. Bricks is the simplest unit and smallest unit of this wall. Same here, about all organs made by the cells. Cells are the simplest part or unit of any living things. Now, the next, same cells make the tissues. A tissues is a special group of cells which perform a similar job. The bone is an example of a tissue. Now, here are the blood cells inside the bone. You can see in this picture, there are the blood cells. Our long and hollow bones is a factory of the blood cells. Red cell and white cells are made by these hollow bones. These are the longest and strongest bone in our body. You can see this picture on your book. And now bones are hard on the outside. Now the some cells. Now on the next slide, there are the group of the group of the tissues that work together are called organ. The heart, you can see, sorry, group of the tissues that work together are called organ. The body's function are performed by these organs. Here are the different pictures of the system. You can see the nervous system is there. Second one, the digestive system is there. Circulatory system and muscular system, breathing system, and the skeletal system you can see on the board on your screen. The nervous system, the main organ of the nervous system is brain. Brain is a part of the other nervous systems. Now, second one, the stomach is our digestive systems, is the main part of our digestive system. It works through the other organs. And now, third one is the circulatory system. In this part, in the circulatory system, the heart is the main part of our circulatory system. It works to the group of the other organs and make our circulatory system. Now, the muscular system is made by our muscles. Now, second one, the breathing system. Breathing system, the main organ of the breathing system are the lungs. And the last one are the skeletal systems. Today we will discuss about the skeletal system because it is very important in this unit. A skeletal system is a Now, okay, now the next slide, we come and here you can understand cells to organism, how they form. First cells, heart cell is there, it make the tissue and tissue make the organ and organs make the circulatory system of the body. And now these different systems make our organism. These all systems are very important, but today we will discuss about the skeletal system. Now, in a skeletal system, okay. All the bones together make up the skeletal system is the framework of the bone. The skeletal system has the 206 bone in our body. An adult has the 206 bone while the newborn baby has the 300 bones. 300 bones. As they grow older, their some bone fuse together and make our longest and strongest bone. In this picture, you can observe the picture of the ear and the skeleton. Is in our air pictures, you can see the three main parts. Have you studied in your previous classes? The air has the three main parts: outer layer, middle layer, and anvil layer. In the middle layer, there are the three little bones. Have you know about these bones? Yes, in the middle layer, we have the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. And stirrup is the very smallest bone. Its size has the quarter part of a 1 inch. Now, in a skeleton, the largest bone in our body is the femur. That is, you can see there is a femur bone. Now, this femur bone is the longest and largest and strongest bone in our body. It's support our whole body rest on these two femurs because so that's why these bones are very important, strongest and longest. You can see the largest bone and smallest bone in this slide. Okay, let's move on the next slide. Next slide. Now, yes, the skeletal system, it is the picture of your bone. And if you can see this picture in your book, all the bones together make up the skeleton, a skeleton present in all animals that have a backbone. In this skeletal system, there are the four main bones are here, just like our skull, that is very important. And second one, the ribs, third one, the spine, and last one, femur. These all bones, you now we discuss one by one. Open your book and see the page. The skull protect the delicate brain from knock and bounce. Skull protect the delicate brain. Delicate mean soft and sensitive part. It is protected by the skull. From knock and bounce mean any head hit and injuries. So skull protect because it's give the support to the our brain. Now next one, the ribs form a protective cage around the heart and lungs. Ribs just like a cage. Cage where you save your birds. A house of our birds, you can say it is a cage. Same here. The ribs are the form of protective cage around the hearts and lungs because heart and lungs are very important and soft organ which is present inside our chest. Now, the spine. The spine support the head and neck. You can see the spine is in the center of your body and that is very important. Here are some joints which which are very important. It support the head and our neck. Now, the last one, femur. Femur, you know about the femur? Femur is the longest and strongest bone in our body because the weight of the upper body rests on these two leg bones. So these bones are very important. Our skeleton is very important because it's give the shape to the body. Now our body, our skeleton has 206 bones while the newborn baby has the 300 bone. But when the babies grow, some bones are fused together. When they become adults, it just remain 206 bone. The bones are joined together by the help of some tissues. Okay, let's we study about the tissues on the next slide. Now, here are the some points of the function of the skeleton. The skeletal system. Skeletal system is very important and it's perform the main functions because without the skeleton we cannot run, we cannot move, we cannot sit, we cannot walk, we cannot lift anything. With the help of the skeleton, with the help of the skeleton, we can move from one place to another. Now, point wise, we discuss here in the first point, skeleton gives the body shape. Okay, now the shape, all bones make a framework. These frameworks called a skeleton. It gives the it gives the body support. Skeleton allow the body to move from one place to another place. Now, skeleton protect the major organs. Last one, the skeleton produce red and white blood cells in our bones, which we have already discussed in a start that in a hollow bones, red and blood cells are produced, and that is called a blood making factory. Okay, now on the next slide, our skeleton is made by the bones and joint. A joint is a place where two, everyone know about the joint? Yes, there are the, yes, in a vertebrate's body, when a place where two or more than two bones join together make a is called a joint by the help of a tissue. And there are the different type of a joint. In this slide, you can see the picture of your book picture, and there is a picture of shoulder joint. The hip joint is an example of ball and socket joint. Hinge joint, and third in picture, the elbow joint is an example of a hinge. Now, these three joints, which are very important in our body because it's playing the very important role for the movements. Shoulder joints. In a shoulder joint, when anyone swim, when you go to the swimming pool, so you use your shoulder joint. And in this picture, you can observe when the in a cricket player's bowler threw the ball. So he used their shoulder joint. Shoulder joint move in a circular form. Okay, it's move in all direction. The shoulder joints move in all direction, and this joint is called ball and socket joint. Hinge joint is our, in this picture you can observe the picture of hinge joint that is present in your book. So in a hinge, elbow joint and knee joint called the hinge joint. In this hinge joint, you can see the picture of these. These are the example where they move knee and elbow when they lift the weight. So he use a knee and elbow joint. In a second picture, you can also check knee and elbow joint are moved when he run. Hinge joint and are move in a one direction. Hinge joint move in a one direction. If you want to take the example of this, so you can observe your door. In a door, there is a hinge joint example. Your door joined with the wall with the help of these joints. Okay. Now, these joints, there are some joints move and some joints cannot move. Just like our jaw bones move and skull joints cannot move. By these bones and skeleton are joined by the helps of a different type of tissues. Now there are the two tissues which are very important, just like a ligament and tendon. You know about the ligament and tendon? In a ligament and tendon, both are tissues. Ligament is a hard strand sheets of tissue which join two or more than two bones together. Ligament is a tissue that join. Now in this picture you can observe there that is the picture of the ligament tissue. This is the ligament tissue. It is hard and strand sheets of the muscles, tissues. Now, these join one bone and more than two bones are joined by the help of ligament. Ligament tissue join the two or more than two bones together. And now, tendon. Tendon bind the muscles to bone. In this picture, there is a skeletal muscles. You can observe it is a skeletal muscles, and skeletal muscles join with the bones by the help of the this tissue. This tissue is a tendon. Tendon and ligament both are the tissues. They are used in our skeletal system. Our skeleton do not move alone, cannot perform their function alone. They need muscles. So muscles and bones join together, and by the help of these tissues, tendon join muscles to bone, and ligament tissue join the bones and bone to bone. These two are the types of different tissues which we have discussed in this picture. In this picture, you can observe the two types of tissues, ligament and tendon. Tendon join muscles to bone and ligament join two or more than two bones. Previous, previous. Here, joints. Inner joints. Our joint take the help of tissues. One, two or more than two joints. There are so many joints in our bones. You can, yes, you can observe the picture of the joint. Shoulder joint, hip joint. Shoulder joint is a ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. Hinge joint is a move in a one direction, and that is present in our knee and elbow. It is move only in one direction. When you go to the gym or any to perform your exercise, so you when you lift the weight, so you use your elbow joint, that is the hinge joint. When we lift the weight, so we use our hinge joint, which is move only in one direction. Shoulder joint is a joint which is present in our hip and our shoulder. When we move our joints in a circular form, this movement joints are called ball and socket joint. These two joints are very important and you can take the help from these picture which use the shoulder joint and elbow joint, hinge joint when he lift the things. Okay. Now, do you know about the skeletal system? These are the function. If you learn these five words, so inshallah, you can write the answer of the skeleton very easily. It's give the shape, it's give the support your body, it's move from one place to another place, and it's protect the major organ, which we have already discussed that protect inside our ribs, heart and lungs. The skeleton produce also red and white cells inside our hollow and backbones. Okay, now, uh, oh, now the conclusion. In this conclusion, we have discussed the different types different terms we have learned in this lesson, just like a cell. Cell is a very simplest building unit of any living things. We have the example of the wall, just like a wall is made by the bricks, same here. So brick is the simplest and smallest part of the wall, same here. Our all body organs are made by the cells. Just like we have so many body parts, just like a bone, blood, brain, heart, lungs, and pair of the lungs, stomach. These all organs are made by the cells. When the cells which perform a similar job, that is called a tissue. Tissue is very important and the group of the tissues which perform a similar function that is called an organ. Different type of the organ make a organ system. There are so many systems which we have shown in your slide, just like a nervous system, circulatory system, digestive system, breathing system, skeletal system, muscular system, which we have already discussed. But in this unit, we discuss the skeletal. Today, we discuss just skeletal system. Skeletal system is very important for us because without a skeleton we cannot move. It has 206 bones in our body. With the help of a skeleton, we can perform so many tasks, but with only a skeleton cannot move alone. They need the muscles and bones joined with the help of a tissue. There are two types of tissue which we have discussed: hinge joint, ball and socket joint, and tissues are the ligament and tendon. Ligament and tendon. Tendon join muscles to bone and, and tendon join muscles to bone and ligament join bone to bone. Bone to bone join with the help of a tissue. This tissue is called a ligament. Okay, and now the organ system. There are so many systems, and these different type of the system make the human body. Our human body has the so many system. Home task. Okay. Achoo. Okay. Class, there is a home task. Complete your book exercise in your fair copy. Okay, all the work do in your copy. On the first page you will write your biodata. On second page you make the title page of the skeletal system. On the third page you will write the question answer which are present in your book. First, you write the matching column on your book, page number 8. There are the blanks and matching columns. Okay. Now, make a mind map on the skeletal system. At least 8 points. See the slide number 9. You can take the help, but now here I want to discuss this question because you will make a mind map on the skeletal system. At least 8 points you will make here on this picture. First, you can make, you can make, first you write the skeletal system in the center, and you write in this cloud skeletal system and make the 4 lines. In a first line you will write spine, in a second line you will write skull, in a third line you will write the femur, in the fourth you will write the spine, skull, rib, spine, femur. These 4 words first you write outside the cloud, and then you will write the function one by one. In a skull you will write skull is very important because it protect our delicate brain, you know? Okay, now the blanks and matching column you can do in your book.